So what happens when you order 5 luggage sets from SHOWKOO and all of the boxes arrive slightly damaged? I'm very hopeful that this is a slight cosmetic. You can see some dinging and opening of the box here and here, but we're gonna open all 4 out of the 5 that we ordered. They came within 24 hours. Make sure that everything's looking great on the inside and give first impression and unboxing of these luggage sets. Okay, let's open this and see what we've got. This is the rose gold color. They do provide directions to reach out to them should there be any issues. And looks like the styrofoam padding is sufficient. We're gonna hope that helped us out. I think this is gonna be the easiest. So looks like the padding has stayed intact. Just a nice bubble wrap all the way around. So first impression, the roll is super nice, super easy. Wow, very easy. Okay, it does have a visible SHOWKOO. It does have the visible locking agent. The handles are rubber. They're kind of nice. Definitely a hard plastic. It does have a little bit of give, so we'll see how that works. Another very sturdy rubber, and let's see. That works really well as well. So that has a nice function to it. All right. That is an expansion. Actually, that didn't open it at all, but it looks like that's the extender to give us some additional room. So let's hunt for another. There they are. I would say the zippers are opening very easily, which is fantastic. And we begin to unfold the next ones. So 28, and here is the 24. I'm gonna slide that out of the way for just a second so we can see inside. I'm gonna grab this actually. The main things that I notice is because this is going to have to fold closed this way, you are gonna have to pack half of your belongings here, secure them with this little strap, and half of your belongings here, and know that both sides are gonna have to fold together. So you can see that they are probably the depth of my hand. I'm gonna say about 5 inches deep. And then there are some mesh pockets. And this is just a more water resistant pocket. But once you pack this side, it's probably imperative that you go ahead and zip this tight because it is gonna have to fold together. Looks like a second smaller, more water resistant packet. Only other thing I notice is this is probably access to that removable handle. Yeah. So not a lot of protection actually. This is the outer case, this is the movable handle, and then this is just an inner lining protecting that. Overall, all the zippers work great. Feels actually pretty durable. I'm giving it a good whack there. But I think it is important to note that to close it, all of these clothes are going to have to close on top. Let's see. All these zippers are working fantastic. I've had no issues with that whatsoever. Of note, this side definitely has the handle to set it this way, and there are some of these rubber paddings here as well. So it looks like it can go horizontally or vertically with the wheels. There are some slight instructions to fill out. Here's clearly the SHOWKOO brand. There are a 3-step system for the locking mechanism here. It looks fairly easy. The only thing you need to know is you do have to have a pen or pencil for the reset button, and it just teaches you to switch the dials, hit the reset button, put your new combination, and the locking feature looks like it works very well. I have not tried this yet, so we'll have to get into that. And then clearly they are showing you the feature that it is one set, the 3 nest inside of each other for 3 pieces total. And you do get the 3 pieces. The small is 20-inch, medium is 24-inch, and the largest is the 28. And they arrived all together in the one box. First impressions. I am pleased that even though each of the boxes were slightly damaged, that there was enough of that insulation with the bubble wrap and the foam insulation, that there was no damage to the suitcases, which is great. I also love that they do actually, in fact, nest inside of each other. With them being hard shelled, I was concerned that I might be getting box after box after box of luggage, but the ability for them to nest inside of each other, even though they're hard shell, saves us so much space, and I'm thrilled with that. I'm very pleased also with my initial impression of how easy they roll. All of them are just, I mean, they just move so well. I am curious to see over time with a slight give how these hold up, but there are so many positive reviews online that I'm very hopeful with that. Everything seems to function very smoothly. I am pleased with the initial impression of all the zippers. They all worked absolutely fantastic, interior and exterior. All the moving parts seem to be working well. Overall, I will say I am quite pleased, even though my boxes weren't. Looks stunning. I love the color variation. I love that we all have our own color, which is great. I'm pleased to return to hard shell, which we have not done in many, many years. And I'm excited to get traveling. I hope this was helpful for you making a luggage purchasing decision.